What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, I'm Madison Combs, and I post kind of just lifestyle stuff every Wednesday. So if that's the kind of content you're looking for, then please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every Wednesday. But this video is just talking about goals for 2021. I know we are in the middle of January and we only have 11 months left, but we have 11 months left. So it's never too late to kind of get on track with who you want to be, what you want to do, and it's never too late to get started. Even if it's Christmas, you can pretty much do and start whenever you're ready. But right now we are going to talk about my goals and where I want to be in 2021, and we will go from there. I have it all written down here in this book, so let's just get started. My goal, the first thing I really want to start doing in 2021 is stop worrying about things out of my control, like the future. You can worry and worry and worry about the future, but either way, we don't know what's gonna happen. You can plan and you can schedule all kinds of things for your future, and it could totally get changed within a week or a month, or by the time you even plan it, things can change. So don't worry about things that you cannot change at the moment. All it does is cause panic and worry, and it's just things that you really don't need in your life right now. And another thing is what people think of me. This is a very, very big one. I didn't want to start my channel because I was worried of what people would think of me. But in reality, it's what you think of yourself that matters. Other people who think of you, they can think good things, they can think bad things, but it is not up to you to decide how they think of you. It really matters how you think of yourself. So stop worrying about what your boyfriend thinks of you, how your parents think of you, how your friends think of you. It is not your business. In all honesty, it's not your business to worry about what other people think about you. If you want to start doing something and you're worried about, oh my gosh, people are going to make fun of me, people are going to just pick on me about everything, don't worry about it. Just try it out for yourself. If you love it, then that's something that you love. Go for it. You are the only person stopping yourself from doing what you want. Stop worrying about what other people think about you. And that is something I struggled with for the longest time. I was worried about if I posted something, how would people think about it? If I went into public dressed a certain way, how would people see me and what would they think? It's not my business. It really isn't. So do what makes you happy and stop worrying about what other people think about you, because they're gonna think what they wanna think regardless. Might as well do what you want. This next one is a very, very big one for me. Stop worrying about my past. I have done a lot of things in my past that I am very regretful of. And at night, I will just be laying in bed and all the thoughts of the past come flushing in, and I wanna cry, I wanna scream, but you have to literally forgive yourself for your past if it's a bad one. Like mine, I wasn't a very good person. I was never a good friend to anybody. And my past really showed me who I want to be in the future. I'm able to look at my past now and say, that's not who I want to be anymore. It's time to rise up, become the woman that I want to be, and learn from my past. But don't dwell on your past, because there's nothing you can do to change it now. You've lived it, you've learned from it, and now you can become a better person because of it. Your past doesn't define who you are just because it's happened. Some people may never talk to you again because of what you've done in your past, but there's nothing you can do. You've made those choices and you have to live with them. And just show the world who you are now, because your past is your past for a reason. It's time to move on. It's time to live a good and healthy 2021 and be excited. I know that being in quarantine can get you in a headspace and just make you think of all of your past and all of this stuff. But this is also a time where you can reflect on your past and learn from it and continue to grow from it and say, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be that person anymore. I'm going to grow from it. I'm going to learn from it, but I'm not going to dwell on it any longer. And you just let it go. And that's something I have started doing. I know that I still get waves of, oh my goodness, you did this in your past, and it kind of haunts me, but I've learned to let it go and see who I am today and who I want to be and go for it, because that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Now this one, it kind of goes with the same as, you know, what people think of you, but it's how people treat you and how that's just really a reflection of themselves. I thought with how people treated me, I must not be doing something right. I must not be treating them well enough. I must not be trying to become their friend hard enough. Like, I'm not doing enough to make these people treat me right. That's not it at all. People will treat you how they want to treat you because of how they feel inside. You could be the best person to your friend. You could give them gifts. You could do all kinds of stuff for them. That's not going to change how they treat you. So recognize how people treat you, acknowledge it, and then decide what you want to do, if you want to stay in that person's life, if you want to confront that person, or if you just want to move on and respectfully let them know that, hey, I love you, but you're toxic and I can no longer be your friend. That is something that I have had to do several times, and it is hard, but it's almost a freeing feeling once you let go of that toxicity in your life, because how people treat you isn't about you, it's about them. So just be the best person that you could be and notice how people are treating you, and if it's something you love, then keep being their friend. But if it's something, no matter what you do, they're never gonna treat you any different, then I think it's time to move on. Just my experience. Now, the next, I don't really want to call this a goal, but kind of something I want to keep in my mind for all of 2021 is start focusing on things that I can control. The way that I eat, how much I eat, because I will sit home and if I am bored, I will eat and I will eat and I will eat just because I'm bored. No. That's something I am trying to get rid of. I don't want to just eat just because. I want to eat things that fuel my body and make me a better human healthy-wise, if that makes sense. A better human healthy-wise. Pretty much, yeah. My health, food, fitness, and mind. So that is a very big goal for me in 2021. I have been working out. I started working out the middle of 2020, and I've kind of carried it over into this year. But I do enjoy working out now. It was kind of hard in the beginning, but now I really have started seeing great results, and I want to keep going with my fitness goal. I want to start eating better food that will help with my fitness, just to make me feel healthy, not because I'm looking at other people and what they're doing and how they look. I want to do it for me. I want to get the best body I can for myself and be as healthy as I can be, because I want to live as long as I can and kind of spread joy if I can, like Santa, I suppose. But not only should you look at your fitness and what you're eating, but also your mental stability. Now that one is a tough one that I've dealt with my entire life. I was quite depressed from, I would say, about 15 all the way until last year. I was battling depression, but it was because I was trying to find joy in other people. I was trying to force other people to make me happy, when you can't do that. You cannot rely on other people to give you that joy and that happiness. It is your responsibility to make yourself happy. So if you're by yourself and you're like, I want to go to the beach, but nobody's going to go with me, go to the beach. Go to the beach by yourself. Learn to love yourself. And that's something I've had to work on, and I've had to do. I've had to learn how to really love myself again and figure out what makes me happy. And I saw everybody dyeing their hair blonde, and I was like, you know what, maybe that'll make me happy. I dyed my hair, and it was the most miserable I've ever been. I don't like being a blonde. If you like being a blonde and that's who you are, then go for it. But I feel comfortable with my natural hair color, being a brunette, and just really figuring myself out was the main part of my mindset, and learning who I wanted to be and how that made me so much happier. So, my future. Now, my future. I can only control so much of my future. You don't know what the future holds, you don't know where you're gonna be, but you can kind of set an eyesight to where you wanna be in life. Say you want to be a YouTuber, you have to start. You have to start somewhere. I wanted to be a YouTuber for the longest time. I tried, I failed, I gave up, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll start it again, but I never did. I never tried, I never pursued it because of one, how people thought of me, and two, I just was lazy. I just didn't know how to, I wasn't willing to learn how to do it. And then one day I got up, I said, today's the day I'm gonna start, and I did, and I started learning, and that was a part of my future. I took a step, and now it's becoming part of my life, and that's kind of where I wanna go with life, and just work on YouTube. I don't do it because I wanna see people watching it or for the money aspect. I do it for fun, so I can look back on my life and see, oh, that's where I was at that time, and see my progress or the lack of progress, and kind of motivate me. So this is kind of just a video diary out to the world about my life and my future and what I want for it. That is a big goal for me in 2021, is living the life that I want for myself, and not how other people want me to live it, how family want me to live it. I want to live my life according to not only how I want it, but also how God wants it. And that leads me to my next goal in 2021, is my relationships. Number one, with God. I have started working, I've started reading my Bible, I've started praying, I've started really meditating on the Lord. That's honestly another part of where my joy has come from. He has shown me a different side of joy, and I'm going to continue to work on my relationship with God, and also my family, my parents and my brothers. I'm very close with my brothers and my parents already, but I just want to do all that I can for them, because I am getting older, and I'm also seeing my parents getting older. So I want to do for them all that they've done for me in my childhood, because they deserve it. So those are all the goals that I have, mentality-wise, and just small little goals that can help you with your happiness or how you're feeling, and those are just my goals. And then I also have, this is a hard one. This is a physical goal, and it is to stop smoking. I smoked for 7 years, from when I was 15, 16, all the way to about 2 weeks ago. I was smoking all day, every day, nonstop, and I was starting to see the effects of what smoking was doing to me. It was giving me under eye bags, my teeth were turning yellow, my nails were turning yellow. I didn't feel my best, and about 2 weeks ago I actually started this goal, and I haven't picked up anything since. I think this was a very, very big goal that I'm very happy I achieved early on in this year, and I just want to keep going with this goal. And always, even though I've already accomplished it, you can always get that little voice in your head of, oh, you're having a bad day, go smoke. No, I want to fight against that. I want to say, no, I want to go read, or I'm going to go take a walk, or do anything other than that, because it was dragging me down. I was wasting all of my money on it. I was not going to see friends or family because I'd rather stay home and smoke. It was seriously weighing me down. And one day I just felt that it was time to stop. And I did. And I have felt so great ever since I've stopped. So if that's a goal for you, to stop smoking, take this as a sign right now that you and I together can stop smoking and have a better 2021, especially with all the things going around. You need your immune system A1 right now. So if you're willing to hop on this train with me, let's just stop smoking together and make this the best 2021 that it can be. So this one is kind of an oxymoron, this next one. It is stop setting so many unrealistic goals. Stop setting so many of them. Because what happens is I set so many goals. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this, 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 and this. And when I don't achieve them, I feel like a loser. I feel like a failure. But I have set too many of them for myself that I just couldn't get around to them, or I forgot about them. So think of the goals that you really, really want for yourself and make those a priority. Don't think about the little stuff of the, oh, I should probably scrub my baseboards. Find goals that don't really make much sense and cut them out, because you're only going to give yourself a hard time if you don't get to them. So don't set so many goals for yourself. That was me. When I first started trying to do goals and all of that, I did so many. I wanted to do all of them, all the goals, all of them. And I failed over half of them, and then that put me into a depression because I felt like a failure, and I wasn't focusing on the goals that I had achieved in my life. So take that as you will, but that's one for me. And this is just a little personal goal of mine. I want to hit at least 100 subscribers on YouTube by the end of this year. That may not sound like a lot to you guys, but I'm at 28 right now. And just to at least hit 100 for my little channel, that would be amazing. That would just be a little check mark in my book. So I'm just gonna throw that one out there. And then the last one that I have is get off of social media. Stop watching so much TV. That one is being said for itself, because we see the negativity. We see just the poison that they're putting into our heads. Just, we can turn on the TV, watch the news, and then we instantly get depressed. It's just the way of life right now. We'll get on our phones, we'll get on TikTok, we'll get on everything, and it's just a bunch of sadness and a bunch of, I don't even know how to explain it, but social media I am trying to take a step back from and not do so much, stop watching so much TV, because I personally have a problem with nudity. When I'm watching a movie or a show and there's just a bunch of nudity, I can't watch it. It hurts me. It makes me just so angry, and nowadays that's pretty much all that's on Netflix. There are shows that I want to watch, but there's just nudity in them, and I turn it off, and I'm trying to find shows that uplift me and make me happy, that don't have nudity, don't have a lot of cussing, but there's not a lot of that nowadays. So just getting off of social media so much is a goal for 2021 and possibly for the rest of my life. So that is going to do it for my goals for 2021. And just because we are already a month into it doesn't mean that you can't start now, or even halfway through the year or next year. Never stop trying to better yourself, no matter what you do, because it is you. It is you, and you want to be the best you that you can be, because you only get one body. You only get one chance at life. So do the best you can. We'll do it together. We'll try and live this life the best we can. But if you guys are going to take any of these goals with you, comment which ones you liked the most down below, and ones you might take with you into this year or the new year. It's my work phone. Okay, yes, like I was saying, comment below which ones you might take into the new year with you and which ones kind of hit home with you. But I hope you guys enjoyed my goals for 2021, and I hope it helped you in some type of way to find goals for yourself. But if you did like it, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so I can reach one of my goals for this year. And I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bye.